So I worked for a long time as a human rights lawyer, and quite a big part of what I did with that was that I worked in conflict zones. So I worked for quite a long time in the Gaza Strip, and I worked also in Afghanistan. And then I worked in post-conflict settings as well, places like East Timor, Timor-Leste, just when they had become independent, so they were in a post-conflict situation, a rebuilding situation. And so my work initially, for the first quite a lengthy period of my career doing that work, I worked with small and local organizations. And as a human rights lawyer and working, sort of as a human rights advocate, my job was often to document violations of human rights, and through that documentation to try and hold the people who were responsible for those actions accountable. So yeah, I did that work for over a decade, and my last job doing that particular kind of work was in Afghanistan, which, as I think everybody knows, is experiencing and continues, to experience a very complex form of conflict. And I did the work I've always done of documenting and monitoring and documenting human rights violations, but also did work that I would describe more as promoting peaceful and humane practices. So that's where I got to work quite a bit with the Afghan National Police around not just identifying violations of human rights they might have carried out, but also, helping to facilitate workshops that might support them to have more tools to work in a way that didn't violate, the citizens' rights, or that were, supported a peaceful, safe community. Now, obviously, there are a lot of factors at play in Afghanistan, and the police can only do so much, but I really enjoyed that movement, maybe more towards, a constructive, proactive, forward-looking role